Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here for Sagittarius Sun and Sagittarius Rising's horoscope for the month of July 2025. So we are going to be starting at the new moon in Cancer on June 25th, going until the new moon in Leo on July 24th. So I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Please like and subscribe. Feel free to share this video with anyone you know that may want to be living more in alignment with the rhythms of the universe. I've got some cool links down below. If you know anybody who's about to have a birthday or just going through some stuff and needs some insight, get them a reading. So it's a great way to kind of dive deeper, see what's going on, and be prepared. So I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead, jump in, and get started. So Sagittarius, on June 25th, we've got the new moon in Cancer. This is taking place in your 8th house. The 8th house is the secrets you know. These are the secrets we create with others, your partners, your spouse. This could be something simple and mundane like insurance or real estate transactions. This could also be addictions that you keep from the public eye. Bedroom pleasures are in this. Whatever this new start is, it's a beautiful one because the planet Jupiter has recently moved into the sign of Cancer. So this may be something simple just as a new credit card, but there is some sort of beautiful new start that's going to be abundant. You're definitely going to enjoy this new moon, Sagittarius. Then on the 26th, Mercury sextiles Uranus. So Mercury is in that 8th house as well. Mercury's in Cancer right now, and it's been going through, causing you to think about, maybe want to organize these investments, these secrets with your partners, and it's making a connection to Uranus that has been going through your 6th house of daily routines. Now, I know what you're thinking, Sagittarius. I have no routines because Uranus is the planet of chaos. It's the planet of the unexpected. For the past 7 years, you've probably not been able to do anything consistently in your daily life. This comes to health practices as well. And on the 26th, Mercury is making a connection to Uranus. So something about the conversations you've been having, those secrets you've been keeping, are probably causing some kind of upset or last minute errand to have to be run on the 26th. This is a fast moving energy, but that is there for you on the 26th, Sagittarius. Then on the 27th, a lot of masculine energy flying about. So the sun, which is going through your 8th house, that house of secrets, sextiles Mars. So Mars is going through your 10th house of career right now, Sagittarius. So you have been super motivated to be at work. You have been energized in whatever work projects are going on. You are all about being there. And something about the spotlight being on this house of secrets, y'all's finances, is just motivating you to be at work and accomplish even more things. Also on the 27th, Mercury is leaving your 8th house and going into your 9th house. So this is ruled by Leo in your chart. And so the 9th house is the long game. It's the area of our life we're wanting to master, we're wanting to be a guru at. And on the 27th, Mercury is making a trine to Saturn. So Saturn has recently entered your 5th house. This is a house of creativity, play, passion projects. This is a house of kiddos. And so there's been some kind of new structure or restriction in your life in that area that's come into it in the past month and a half. Your mind and thoughts being on the long game, the areas that you're wanting to master, is naturally taking you back to those restrictions. So that's a fast-moving energy, but all those energies are there on the 27th. Then on the 28th, Mercury sextiles Neptune. Now, Saturn and Neptune are traveling side by side in the sky right now. So after Mercury makes its connection to Saturn, the next day on the 28th, it makes the connection to Neptune. Neptune's the planet of delusion and fantasy. It's the area of our lives that we don't see things clearly. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing for Neptune to be going through the house of creativity, the house of fun, the house of kiddos. It's easier for you to see your kiddos as perfect during this time. And so maybe that's what's going on the 28th. Mercury in the house of, the long game, the area of your life you're wanting to master, is making that connection to Neptune in that fifth house of kiddos. So maybe you're thinking about taking the kids on a long distance trip, including them in your studies. It's a fast moving energy, but it's a beautiful one, and that's there on June 28th. Then on June 29th, Mercury continues moving through the sky and makes an opposition to Pluto that has recently entered your third house. The third house is your community, the environment around you that you don't really choose. This is siblings, cousins. So there's going to be some sort of power dynamic, sort of power struggle on that day between your long-term goals and then what's going on in the environment around you. This may be a sibling calling you up saying, hey, you can't do that, you're not going to succeed. This could be a neighbor blocking your driveway and keeping you from going to classes or going on, some type of learning trip. But that is a fast-moving energy, a little bit of a power struggle. That's going to be on June 29th. Also, during this time, Sagittarius, we are going to start feeling the energy of Uranus building up. So Uranus is the planet of chaos. It's the planet that doesn't like any type of rules, any type of structure, and anytime we are trying to structure the area of our life that Uranus is in, Uranus just kind of goes and blows everything up. So Uranus is changing signs. It's going from your sixth house of daily routines, health routines, those routines that haven't really been there, and it's moving into your seventh house, long-term relationships. These are the people in your life. So you're going to just be feeling the electricity around you. You're probably going to feel like you're walking on eggshells a little bit. Anxiety is just kind of going to be in the air. And this is for all of mankind. So we are all feeling this. And the energy is building up to June 7th when Uranus actually changes signs. But we're going to be feeling this energy the first 2 weeks of July. So it's taking place in the background, just like little electrical spark is going through the air, and we can just feel like something's off, whether it is or not. And so I just wanted to make you aware that that energy is going on in the background. Then on July 4th, Venus and Uranus come together in the sky. So Venus is the planet of love, luxury, fun, young women, and it comes in contact with Uranus. It's going to be in the same degree. And this is very much fireworks energy. So I'm absolutely loving that this is taking place on July 4th. This is Independence Day in the United States. It was the birth of the nation. We celebrate it with fireworks, which is very much Venus-Uranus energy. Also on July 4th, Neptune in the sky stands still. It stations to go retrograde. So whenever a planet stands still, we get a whole bunch of that energy just sitting on us. And so Neptune likes fantasy. It likes not seeing things clearly. This would be a great day for art, wonderful day for meditation, prayer to the divine. This is also excellent drinking energy. So being July 4th, I imagine that's probably where a lot of people are going to use this energy. It's an easy day to overdo the drinking. So be aware of that, Sagittarius. But those are the energies that are there on July 4th. Then on July 5th, Venus moves into Gemini. This is your seventh house. This is the house of long-term relationships, others in your life. And so the people in your life that are coming in for the rest of the month are going to want to have a good time. They're going to want to spend money. They're going to want to enjoy you. You're going to want to enjoy them. This is a wonderful energy. So Venus is just putting its blessing and goodness in that seventh house before Uranus moves in. On June 6th, Venus sextiles Saturn and Neptune, which are together in that fifth house of creativity. So something about your partners are going to want to be able to have fun, help with the fantasy and the structure of the kids. I don't know if your kids have recently gotten into meditation or some kind of art, but this is a friendly, beautiful connection. It's fast-moving energy. It's there on July 6th, Sagittarius. Then on July 7th, Uranus changes into Gemini. So try to kind of schedule your day lightly if you can. We are really going to be feeling the electricity in the air. Uranus has been in the sign of Taurus for the past 7 years, is moving into Gemini for the next 7 years. And your partner is going to become a little bit unstable, unpredictable. I mean, come on, your 7th house is Gemini. So Gemini is not the most stable, predictable sign to begin with. But this is definitely going to up that energy of, whoa, what are they doing? Oh my gosh. So just be aware of that. Also on July 7th, Venus is trining Pluto. So Venus in that 7th house, making your partner look good, be a lot of fun, is trining Pluto that's recently gone into your 3rd house, the community, the neighbors. So maybe your partner's having fun with one of the neighbors or your siblings that day, and they're kind of rearranging your neighborhood, or maybe you're learning something to do with plans being unexpectedly rearranged in a positive way, and it will be enjoyable. And so that too is happening on July 7th. We're feeling the energy of Uranus the rest of the week. Then on July 10th, we have the full moon in Capricorn. So this is your 2nd house, Sagittarius. This is the house of finances, family values. If you've been waiting on a payment, there's a good chance you're going to get it at the full moon on the 9th or on the 10th of July. The full moon brings things into fruition. Maybe you buy something cute at the store, but there's going to be something to do with finances that's going to come to life, come to fruition for you on July 10th at that full moon in Capricorn. Then on July 12th, Saturn stands still in the sky. So Saturn stations to turn retrograde. Saturn's in that 5th house, creativity, fun. Saturn does structure stuff, restructure stuff, but it also creates blockages. So if you had some plans to have fun with the kiddos or get in there with your passion projects, it may be a little bit hard to do this on the 12th. So Saturn's just making it a little bit more difficult. You may have to do something 10 times instead of 1 in order to accomplish it. Everybody in the world's feeling this energy. This is happening in your 5th house of creativity in kiddos, Sagittarius. Then on the 17th, Mercury stands still in the sky. So Mercury stations to go retrograde. Mercury's in your 9th house, long distance travel, long-term goals. When Mercury stands still in the sky, this is not a great day for traffic. It's also not a great day for clear communication. So if you are setting up any sort of agreements or contracts on the 17th, make sure to go over it with a fine-tooth comb, because at first glance, when Mercury is retrograde, we don't see it clearly. We've got to look a second time to really understand it. And so Mercury stands still on the 17th and then starts its retrograde. And that's in your 9th house of long-term goals and the area of life you're wanting to master. Then on the 18th, Venus sextiles Mercury. So Venus is in that 7th house. This is your partner having fun. They're looking good. And this sextile to Venus in the 9th house, this is you communicating what you're wanting to do, your long-term goals, your dreams, your dream of traveling long distances. And this is communicating that with the partner. And it's a fast-moving energy, but an enjoyable one. Then on the 23rd, Sagittarius, Venus and Mars square in the sky. So this is a 90-degree angle. It's a bit of a frustrating energy, but this tension and frustration builds up when these are sex planets. So Venus and Mars, when they come into a 90-degree angle, this is sexual frustration and tension that is primed for a release. And so you are just going to be feeling a little bit more randy or up for sexual adventures that day. Your partner is definitely going to be feeling this. These energies are taking place in your 7th house of long-term partnership and your 10th house of career. Maybe your spouse shows up at work and y'all clear off the desk real quick. But that energy is there. This isn't any sort of deep thinking, romantic energy. It is just get it on energy, and that is taking place on July 23rd. Also on July 23rd, the sun moves into Leos. So Leo, once again, rules your ninth house, the long-term goals, long-distance travel, the area of your life you're wanting to master. And this is just part of your yearly cycle. So the sun is shining its spotlight on it. This is a time of the year that you typically think about that kind of stuff and engage in those activities. Then on the 24th, July 24th, we have the new moon in Leo, this ninth house of long-term goals, long-distance travel. And so also on the 24th, the sun is going to oppose Pluto, so there's going to be a little bit of a power struggle between your long-term goals, what you're wanting to do, and what's going on in the community, trying to control you and kind of revolutionize your life there. Also on the 24th, the sun trines Saturn and Neptune together in your 5th house. And so these blockages and fantasies around your children and creative projects are also getting triggered by this new moon. And that's a lot of energy for a day, but that's going to be a beautiful new start in the area of your life you are wanting to master, Sagittarius. So definitely enjoy that new moon. So that is the horoscope for the month of July. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Please like, subscribe, definitely share with anyone you think these videos would be helpful for or that they would enjoy them. And check out those links below, and I will see you again soon. Thank you, Sagittarius.